upstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business, handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. They goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, relax, relax.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this cases once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my...
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Patriot! Gone!
On second down, Mayfield again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Detroit!
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Mayfield now on second down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Vontez perfect. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Detroit! Gone!
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here we go. White 33. Great. Gun. 8. Gun. Great.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Off play action. Newton. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On second down, here's Newton. Over the middle here to Brown. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Marvin Lewis going to leave the offense out there. 4th down, they're going for it. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Mayfield to throw it. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
If the post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Janikowski good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down. Now Newton on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Here's Newton now on second down. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Mayfield on play action. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second down, Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll go down at the 28. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jamie Collins in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, Newton. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton, he's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 59 yards. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Newton throwing again. And caught right side, Green. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. To the air again, Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are in for 6. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Mayfield now from the 50. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. The 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Browns send out their punter now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They fake the give. Newton. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play. There and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Newton. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st down, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. A big play there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down as time is now run out this first half of action. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Escaping the pressure right. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Throwing, Mayfield, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, express! Ready?
Play action. It's Newton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They find some open field here. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Come on now.
On second down, here's Mixon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it third down.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to. A first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On second down, Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Sliding out of the pocket. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
No. Check. Patriot.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
No. Check. Patriot.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton going up top. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check. 53 flight. Check. 8. Gun.
2nd and 10, Newton again. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 short. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. On 1st and 10, Newton. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. Extra point try for Gostkowski. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Browns. 53 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's it.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is fielded at the goal line. Fights off the defender. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part, because when I think blowout,
because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those moments.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
To throw, Mayfield. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Bengals have recovered it. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll run it here. And he's got some space here. And now look at him go. The 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Geno Atkins in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, that's Ross. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the Browns getting set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
2nd down, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And now here is another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. There goes Green. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
1st down, Mayfield. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Cole. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Mikel Roby brings him down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And able to find Green. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He's going to get it running right. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, now look at 56.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.